How you doing? This is Bernard coming from Humidor Shop Talk, and I'm here with Tammy Mack from Swirl Consulting. Take it away, Tammy.
Hey y'all, I just wanted to give you a little information about what I do. I'm a business and life coach, and I also offer business consulting. Have you ever had a situation that you were trying to figure out the solution to, but you just couldn't figure it out? Just didn't know what direction to turn, didn't think that you could do it? Well, my mantra is why not you? Why can't you change your path? Why can't you do something different? Why can't you start a new business, fix your relationship, your finances, whatever? If you want help with that, I'm your girl. You can contact me. You can find me on Facebook, Tamara McDonald Transformation Coach, or you can email me at swirlconsulting17@gmail.com. I hope to hear from you. And if there's any question that you have, you can email me and I'll gladly respond to you.
You heard it here on Humidor Shop Talk. You gotta get at Tammy Mack so she can fix your life.
And my podcast is coming soon, so stay tuned.
So it's Friday night. I'm gonna need something to do. I'm gonna hit this little kickback.
It's that Friday night day. Chillin' with my girls in my new J. Chillin' good, but ain't looking for a new babe. Head down to Taylor Lobs, cause I'm up the street. Real talk, no lie. Feeling in my soul, that's a good vibe. Hoping it's the right people chillin' inside. If they ain't, then I'll dip straight out.
All right, welcome to another segment of Ladylike.
Woo!
Hey, ladies. All right, so we got a couple of topics that we want to talk about today. Let's dive right in. First topic is going to be Bill Cosby.
Oh.
So I know. He's been all in the news, but we got to go there, ladies. I need our ladies to represent. I am seeing two sides of the story. I'm seeing people who feel like he admitted it, he did it, he should go to jail. Others are saying that there are a lot of white, powerful men who also were accused in the Me Too movement, and they have not even been inside of the courtroom. So sound off, ladies.
I'll start off on this one.
Okay.
The man is what, 175 years old?
And blind.
And blind.
Right.
Right, and blind. I just have a problem with, again, and it's no disrespect to other women who have been raped or sexually assaulted, but you wait all this time to say something. My feeling is it also has something to do with him having to buy NBC. That's my take on it. They wanted to get something on them. They got it. Here it is. Because the one chick, heaven forbid her face. But I want I'm sorry. I know I'm trying. I am trying. I'm trying. But there's no way you can tell me you sat on this all these years and never said nothing. When if someone break into your house, you immediately call the police. When something actually happens to you, you immediately call the police.
Okay, so anybody want to weigh in on that? I got my own opinion, but anybody want to weigh in on that? Because I don't think rape is the same as somebody breaking in. I think there's some psychological reasons why you don't necessarily always call and report rapes. That's one of the most reported crimes.
Well,
It's not about the way she looked. It's about power.
Have you seen her grill though?
Yeah, she is. She looked like Richard Simmons could be her dad, but
She looked like Gene Simmons could be her dad.
I was not raped, but I guess you can categorize me under the Me Too movement. Some things happened to me when I was younger, which was hard for me to even tell my own parents. It took me a while to tell my parents, and you would think at my age I was 9, so you would think at 9 the most trusting people in your life at that point are your parents. I couldn't tell them right away. What's crazy about it is the whole situation that happened. My parents were there in the area when it happened, but they didn't know when it was going on. So I didn't tell them about it until I was 12. From 9 to 12, it was still going on. So I understand how it is hard to come and say something to even my own parents. I can imagine trying to come out and say something as far as a celebrity.
Bill Cosby. It's not just a celebrity. This
Bill
man
Cosby.
was America's dad at that point in time. You know,
But I thought this happened before he became America's dad.
No, this happened
during that time.
period of time. I mean, and even then, you know, who would have believed? You know, that's what the victims would thought. Who would believe that Bill Cosby did this to me?
And you know, I think that, you know, I feel like even my own mother at the time was just like, what are you, you know, not that she didn't believe me, she believed me, we went forward, you know, but, you know, at first it's like, you know, even my own mom questioned at 9 years old, am I making up a story? So to come at a celebrity, I can only imagine how you'd have to probably have a whole team on side with you before you come out with such an allegation like that.
Donna?
Yeah.
We talk. These women were grown, like legally grown, most of them at the time that this happened.
I mean, yeah. Most
Bill
of them.
Cosby was married.
Yes.
Yeah, come here.
Okay.
Still is.
So now I'm sorry if anybody got raped. I'm definitely not defending him, but I can't help but to think, were you supposed to be there? I know that sounds harsh, but in reality, you're grown. Well, you might not be a grown woman mentally, but what got him to lure you to the point when you put yourself in certain positions, things happen. Now, I'm not saying anyone deserves to get raped, but I'm saying that's just like if a dude calls me at 12 o'clock at night and say, hey, come over. What do I think is about to happen? And he's married. Do you understand what I'm saying? So then you go over there. What was, I guess in my mind, and this might be, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but in my mind, you went over there with what intent, and then something happened. So now do you blame yourself, you know, and you go through all of that, and then when one person speaks up 20, 30, 40 years later, like I guess I'm trying to figure out the
because there's powers in numbers. And going back to what she said, and then we're gonna move to the next topic. Listen, when you think you're the only one, and you think no one will believe you, and someone has the courage to step out, then that gives another person the courage. Once one person speaks out, it opens the door for other victims to speak out. Yes, no.
But what about the ones that kept going back?
Thank you.
That's
right.
What I was trying to get at.
In, and then they went back a third time.
Thank you.
So what about those particular women?
See, here's my thing. Bill admitted that he NyQuil'd some women so he could sleep with them. So I don't have no sympathy, and I don't really look at the women from any different perspective of why they went or didn't. He was wrong. My question is, why was he the first one that got actually convicted? Question. Right. Let's move on to someone who has not been convicted but stays accused. R. Kelly.
Oh, Lord. Wait a minute.
Let's talk about R. Kelly.
He did. Y'all gonna come off R. Kelly, bottom line. It's amazing to me how everybody want to sit here and criticize and chastise R. Kelly, but yet you all watch the movies, praise, and not only that, bought stamps of other men over history, including the last 30-something years who've done the same thing with a history of messing with kids. You got Jerry Lee Lewis, you got Woody Allen, you got Elvis Presley, and the list goes on and on and on. But yet, because this black man did it one time, or two times, or three times, both 82,792 times, the problem still remains. You all are sitting here and chastising that man off of unfounded criminal. He hasn't done anything until the law steps in and says, you know what? We're going to charge you as such. When that happens, then I will say, okay, send his ass on. But the allegations are still there. I can say anything I want to you about you. Yeah, I know you fuck old men. Yeah, I know you like them boys that fresh in college. Yeah, I know you like little girls. Or yeah, I know you watch porn that has little kids in it and teenagers.
Okay, so anybody else feel differently than Jatan? Because Jatan just is team R. Kelly right here. So
well, I wouldn't say I am.
I'm Miss Honey Love
I'm
2000.
pro R. Kelly, but I just remember being in high school, and he was known to always come up to the high school. And the young ladies, the young girls, they was all up on. They was willing to do anything to be with him.
Hold up. I got to call bullshit right there. Let me explain to you why. How many of y'all in here, ladies and guys, have dated guys that was older than you at the time when you went to high school? So what did he do any different?
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know,
what he did different is at his big old self, he's still surfing around high school.
And the different.
That's what's wrong.
He's a rich pedophile.
And money talk.
Right.
When the seniors graduate out, the senior boys graduate out of high school, what they do? They come back to the high school and still talk to the same females that they was talking to in
those are senior boys that just and college boys. We're talking about a grown
man.
Excuse me.
And then let's time out. We all know he did it. We seen the video. So I don't care that he hasn't legally been convicted. We all seen him pee on that little girl. We all seen it. We know how old she was.
And that was not his brother.
And then we know Aaliyah. So my point is, are we making excuses for his behavior because we want to support? He is a musical genius, but is that what we're excusing?
Let me be clear.
I'm just asking the
It's
question.
not excuses for his behavior. If I'm sorry, that woman, that girl is consenting to it.
Exactly.
Like Jatan said, if we've all, well, I can't say if we've all been there, but
Let me call some.
you know, some of us have been there where we've dated someone who was much older.
Yeah. Because I thought I was
grown. And we're not thinking about age.
No.
And we're inviting that. I'm sure he's not thinking about age either. So.
And celebrity or not status, it happens in everyday life. Look at some of you people's grandparents and aunts and uncles. There's a big age gap difference. And if you sit down and talk to them, they were doing the same thing then as they're doing it now. I think people are putting too much on it because it's a celebrity, a black male.
Well, let's talk
celebrity.
about another black male celebrity. Let's talk about Kanye then.
We have to?
Talk about real quick. Let's just come on. Listen. Yesterday, Trump took credit and said that Kanye has boosted his black men approval ratings.
Oh.
So, ladies, how do you feel about the fact that he first said that all y'all grandparents chose to be slaves? And then if you saw the full interview, because I will say that TMZ did him a disservice by cutting some of it off. Anybody want to weigh in on how they feel about this Kanye tomfoolery?
No, because we trying to keep this.
Kanye, you all have to realize he kind of snapped when his mother got.
Yes, he did.
When she passed. But everybody's just blowing this up. First of all, I'm not going to follow what Kanye does. That's his opinion of what he says about me. I'm going to follow what I do. I'm not celebrities. You know, if you want to follow them and what they say to you is law and you're going to roll with that, then that's you. We should not just, every time somebody says boo, the whole nation wants to jump on you. The boy is sick. Try to help him. Don't just keep feeding and feeding. It's just like he said, she said, he said, she said, and it just rolls over and boils over. Help the man. Nobody seems to be offering him help. They're just putting it out there.
Technically, they have, and he said that he wasn't the one with the problem. It was others that was suggesting
That
he had a
problem.
That's if the man feels he doesn't have a problem, what the hell?
I'm sorry, that man is an attention seeker.
I'll give you that.
He's about to drop an album.
That man
so you all
exactly
are feeding
what he's
into
doing
what
and it's
he
saying.
wants to make his album
And
sell.
as long as you keeping eyes and ears on him,
So
he's getting rich.
So let's talk about some more attention. Issa Rae is getting attention for a book that she wrote a couple of years ago, and a passage in the book where she said, and I'm paraphrasing, but she basically said that black women and Asian men should just go ahead and date and come together and become a powerful force. Now, how? Now, I understand it, but black men are mad about this comment, which I think is funny. Anybody want to weigh in?
You know why they're mad is because the book came out 3 years ago. I wish we would have had the book or the whole pack.
Exactly.
they only picked that specific passage. But if you read before and read after, it was generalizing that Asian men have the same issues that black women have as far as races are concerned, meaning we could kind of relate as far as being rich or being not rich. It has something to do with that. It didn't just have to just saying, she's not saying, oh, black women should get with Asian men. That's not what she was saying. So it was just like you were saying, TMZ cut off certain stuff, just like the media only picked those specific sentences and threw it out there. And most of our black men, I hate to say it, don't read. But if you really want to know about that passage, pull up the book. It's online.
Well, it's statistically proven too, because the dating sites are coming out and saying that the two most unpopular races on the dating site are black women and Asian men. They are the last ones to get chosen. Yeah. So it goes back to what she says is being correct.
What she was saying.
That's what she was saying.
But you know what? We have to be clear on taking little things out of context. If it says to read the book, what's the old adage? What's the one thing they always tell you? You want to keep something from black folks, put it in a book.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And this is one that would incite us to be upset about it. It's no different than us saying black men are more well hung than any other race there is. Now somebody can take that as me being racist, but it's technically true.
The bigger question is, this book was written in 2015.
Yep.
Why is that being pulled out now?
Because somebody decided that little excerpt was something critical regardless of the whole book, and that would incite something.
I think it was sensationalism to begin to continue the divide between black women and black men. To continue to think about the Kanye and how everyone is saying he's been Kardashian because he's with them. I think there is a belief that black women feel unprotected and uncovered by black men, and this statement further proves that, you know, someone that we all consider black girl magic to come out and say that, this further solidifies that independent woman's position. And it, you know, it even ties to Selena, with Selena having to come out and comment on why she married outside of her race.
And she didn't.
It
just happened.
Right.
She said.
So,
right.
But I think black men are upset because there's a little truth in that they don't choose us, and I think statistically, black men tend to be in more interracial relationships than black women. And so there's some truth to that statement, I believe.
But that's not why I came out.
No, that's not why, but that's what it's playing to.
I had read something that this, I don't know, there's no black men on the panel right now, but I had read something that this is actually compelling and forcing black men to defend themselves.
It is. That's why they're mad. I think that's why they're mad.
Let's see what's happening now. Everything is hitting the fan. Kanye's gone crazy. It's been dormant. It's been sitting there stewing. The Bill Cosby thing, dormant, sitting there stewing. Now they're trying to resurface R. Kelly. They got girls coming out, doing interviews, speaking, and now we got Issa Rae. Every topic is about black men being emasculated. Bottom line, no matter what the reason is for, they are putting them in the forefront. If you are in the media, if you are in that industry at all, and you a black man, watch out.
Right. We gotta
no matter what you did wrong.
Yeah, thank you.
No matter what you did wrong or right, we gonna use you to communicate to the masses that white people run this world. This is a white supremacy. That's why all this shit is coming out.
And the reason they use us, because we keep reacting and we keep feeding into this stuff. If you don't give it any energy, it cannot grow.
Thank you.
The fire will not keep burning if you don't stop giving it energy. You keep throwing lighter fluid on the flame.
We got just a few more minutes, so let's just talk about this. So what do you think is the solution in terms of, I'm not even in everybody else, but within our black race, there is huge division right now. It's huge division on every point. Whatever topic come out, you're going to find that it is two clear sides and we attack each other. What can we do to change that?
Education. We gotta teach each other. We gotta bring each other up. We gotta put our kids in positions where they have the necessary tools to navigate through this white world that we live in. I don't care what happens. I don't care how many people come out with revolutions and marches and walks. The bottom line is this country is ran by a supremacist system, and we as a community, as people of color, we gotta uplift our children. We have to instill in them. We have to educate them. They have to know, because they don't. And they are the future. They are the ones that are being mostly influenced. We're adults. We know how to think. I mean, well, some of us don't. But we know how to process. We know how to think. And some of, like you said, the ones that don't, they're the ones paying attention to the media and what Kanye had to say, the little snippet, and not saying, well, let me think for myself. They're letting the mass media control everything they think. The biggest thing, we have to educate each other.
All right, well, good topics, ladies. We're out of time. Drinks up. Until the next time.
Dilly dilly.
I'm gonna need something to do. I'm gonna hit this little kickback.
It's that Friday night day, chillin' with my girls in my new J. Feeling good, but ain't looking for a new babe. Head down to Taylor Lobs, cause I'm up the street. Real talk, no lie. Feeling in my soul, that's a good vibe. Hoping it's the right people chillin' inside. If they ain't, then I'll dip straight out to sight.